the kingdom present another version of the capsule piece on empire decline. Hey, thou potent cold, glorious beating of the last hour. Why have you become quarantined and your beak broken? What has become of the claws of your apprehension? Why have you too lost the horses of your wings? Why can't you now soar over the continent of the nations? In all the world, what is the lyric that is sounding the ears of many but the best of music? Why the heralds so gone in opposite direction to the very news we know about you? Why have you been less prized and evil spoken of without fear for flex of the muzzle? Have you too now transacted the glorious element of your very formation? Oh, the status quo of your sovereignty has lost and fallen off grace. You who was once the envy of all, now has become the eyesore, a catalyst of quake, volcanoes and tsunamis of entire nation mind, the kingdom tool and progenitor of royalty, the royal dome of many generational aspirants, humanistic in counsel, heart for life and elemental Jerusalem for the peace, law, faith, hope for life and of all. Yes, this is far beyond Western constitute, is the exact replica and the description of your entails. But why do you fast now, I ask? In the dispensation of the apex of your glory, you have downtrodden and considered debased the very fiber that held your embodiment together in the womb of your mama, and grafted in the annals of your royal creed, was a supreme oath of allegiance for life, not for destruction. Unfortunately, advertising the Jezebel's dowry is impunity, impetuous illusion, depravity, shedding of the innocent, able-bodied blood, bloody games of thrones, and the shedding of the blood of the babies. Yes, a downthrone of the holy covenant encoded in the scrolls of Yahweh, all in the tutorship of modernity, right and freedom of life at the expense of the very supreme decree of His Majesty. These sentences of victory was upon the walls of your lands and borders, fortified against the tyranny of all divine God. Hope was your word, healing was upon your wings, your claws was a pulley system for the relief of the burden of many nations. Your tongue and lips graze and drip macho honey to medley the heaviness of the heart of many. The burden upon your cardio was not for allies and the citizenry, but for all. The apex of your glory were consider the exaltation of all. You are the grace for the less privileged, handkerchief for the tears of the widow, cover cloth for the nakedness, the rejected and the despised of the society, muzzle of bread for the hunger and of lot of human bones, even of the occupants of the jungle, voice of comfort and embrace for the orphanage in and around the world. Bowls of gold and of silver were in your hands, though these were never pride and least on the list of your hearty cry. Oh, what a Goshen, a typical of Eden of the age. You were a model to many, and your economic downtrodden was rather the very prize on the list of many other nations or continents of the world. Council was vexing your leadership. Never once was a royal decree issued disregarded by any. You indeed were the very testimonial scriptural manifestation of what blessed a nation, kingdom, and empire could be. That has a regard for God, the Lord, and His kingdom and remnant. You were gowned with royal robes full of glory, amiable to all. Thought of you in the heart of many allies were clothed of defense, destination, and victory of all time. You were not like any other in the dispensation of the glory of your days. Fear for tyranny had no single habitat in the encrypted domains of your influence. None threatened in threat for uncertainties of life. Everyone trusted in the wings of your vigor, counsel for life and destination for the future. Upon the glories of your wings of sovereignty was the shore of many nations, the ocean for the extract of inspiration. There was so much synovium in your joint. Oh, what a heaven on earth! But why have you become as these? Why have you now chosen the path of destruction? Why look now after the very odd things you stood against? Why now spend trillions of dollars in getting such a thing done? Oh, beetle of the last hour, why have you chosen? Why have you lost significance even before your very ally? Why now? Why no one now want to be identified with you? Many have lost hope in you and now have developed plan B and no more trust your institutions of human security councils could be the master recipes for their salvation and deliverance. Beetle of the last hour, what a decline, a blatant fall from grace. Where is the problem? Beetle of the 21st century generation, tickling upon the headlines of the stockpiles of articles declare the stem of your dilemma is not without the appetite of your looks. You have allowed Jezebel in your royal palace. The enemy you stood against for decades now has ascended the very palace of your royalty. What a concording decline, the state of anarchy, the Sodom and the Gomorrahs of the century. Your beginnings were excellent. You have chosen to end back. Watch, pay heed now to the voice of the trumpet of the kingdom. The counsel for life is in their wings. The voice of hope and tenses of victory is mingled in the midst of the counsels of their word. Open your corridors and gates of heart for revival. Return to me, saith the Lord. Spare your very souls and lands a die. Consecrate now your supreme royal homes of decree and judicial altars. The times of refreshing may spring from the presence of the ocean of God and envelop your lands as a garment. Army of the kingdom is an empire of decline. Even in the emergency hour, trumpet now the oracle of redemption for such lands. Be the great one to spare the remnant of this land. Like the ones of the last hour, instruct the senators and ambassadors of revival. Return the fire upon the altars of their formation. Restore their first love. Let the refuge cities and houses of sanctuary be sanctified. Purify now the vessels of the families and societies caught in the mesh. Wrap yourself with the mantles of the resurrected mantles of the last day and walk in the powers of the age to come. To him now be glory, power and majesty. Army of the kingdom, arise with healing in your wings and upon the eagles of God for the last harvest. Trumpet the great kingdom of the empire. Turn over the nations. Raise up army, raise up companies of all the resurrected mountains, and let them stand upon the borders as watchmen of the last day. To him now be glory, Jesus the Lord. God bless you. Stay tuned for another version of the Capsule Peace.